Hi, Alienator. Hi, Alienator. Hi, Alienator. Okay, let's try this again. No echo anymore, good. Hi Vikash, just checking everything. Is my sound okay? Can you guys hear me? Looks like I'm live on YouTube and Twitch now. Okay, nice. Hi Slaven. Good. Then let's go to this one. I see that my viewer counter also works now. Don't know why it didn't work before. All right, 4 viewers. I wanted to go through the changes of the last patch. I think this is the last patch before MOD15 goes live. Some things have changed, some things have been nerfed, some preparations have been made obsolete. Yeah, so let's start off at this old lady. Let me see, I think this is all the same still. Oh, you get more from these now. I didn't even see that. Okay, these are worth more now. Unified elements, is it still the same? 20k each, okay. Elemental airs are still 80 each. Yeah, it's only the bags that have been raised, I guess. Other things, I don't know if you guys have. Hey Sand Monkey. The gold values for the people who have been collecting items that you can trade in at this retainer, the gold values of all these items have been lowered significantly. So before you got 80 copper for this 1 credit suit, and now you get 2 copper, so that's a 40 times nerf. For the people who have been doing this and still want to know what the best item here is to convert your credits into gold, it's this copper sand, which gives you 53 copper for 4 sand, for 4 credits. Can you show requirements for making tier 5 weapons and armor? Well, that's a big thing to cover. I can show you in a moment. I will also make my master crafting sheet available before the mod hits. At least I'm going to try that. It's all in there also, but I will cover that after I cover the retainer. Okay. So as I said, if you still want to exchange your credits for gold, use copper sand. It's the best one. Next up in the list here, the old assets. It's something changed here as well. The normal artisans are now 30,000. The heroes are still 80,000. So these have been raised by 10,000, 50% extra. The other values, I couldn't be bothered really. I have a couple. The epic tools are still 5,000. Not sure. Yeah. Okay. Then the buy new assets. These values have not changed at all. No. No. And then something nice, exchange. This is, you can still not exchange your stones. For some reason they are also called different. So these are still adamantine hammer, adamantine crucible, but these are weathered adamantine philosopher's stone. Probably that has something to do with the fact that you cannot trade them in yet. I have mentioned this to the devs many times already. Thanks for the follow, yeah, Fussy Destroyer. So probably that has something to do with why you cannot exchange them. I fully expect them to fix this at some point. They just didn't get to it yet for some reason. Oh, you can also sell them for 50 silver. Right. Yeah. What else do we have here? I think that's it, right? At the retainer. So, let me see. The tier 5 weapons and armor. Well, there are many weapons and armor. Let's just go to... I think you want to see the +1. Or, no, this is requirements. Well, that's dependent on the class, actually. But here you can see, for example, Oathbound Paladin. It needs these items. And I can actually make one. Do we have? Oh, I don't have an artisan. But as you can see, I have... What legendary tools worth having? Hi, Jessica. Well, that's actually something nice that I also just figured out, actually. But these tools bind on pickup to character. That's nasty. So you cannot sell them anymore. But if you get... Oh, I actually didn't cover that yet. These legendary tools have also been changed. Namely, they still have the same proficiency and focus. They just now have an additional skill, which is recycle. Which gives you a 10% chance to keep all materials in case of a failure. This is maybe a little bit useful for crafting tasks, but I think legendary tools are only useful in gathering, and in gathering recycle doesn't do anything. It actually does not exist in gathering artisans, in the adventurers, because you don't use resources there. So this is a really weird skill that they added to the legendary tools. But if you have legendary tools and you want to trade them in for a new one, for some reason, get probably a legendary pickaxe, maybe the crossbow for your AD crates, pickaxe if you want to make, or if you want to gather stuff for your RP. That's all I can say. If you have a Gaunt, don't get any of the others. Gaunt is the new king, yes. Sand Monkey, for the weapons, the Masterwork 5, those are not new materials. So most of the old recipes, especially in the higher level Masterwork, are all the same. They're mostly the same. 6 million for legendary 2. Oh, for the Gaunts. Yeah, the Gaunts will go up in price. I can see them go to 10 million easily. Because they are best. 600, 600. And you can use them in all crafting professions, but not gathering. So in gathering, you cannot pick the Gaunt. So that's the only place where you can use a legendary, but I don't think it's that worth it. Too much medicine again. Oh, here I have one of the new OP. This is the one that I made when I was making the weapons for Jessica. I don't know if she's still here. And this is probably one of the best necklaces for your companion when MOD15 hits. So, how gold goes? Not sure what you're asking, Slaven. Those stats? Oh my god. Which one? Oh, you mean from the necklace? How you get that neck? They are in Jewel Crafting Masterwork 2, I think. Masterwork 1 or 2. So they are here. And you have some selections. You can get power crit. You can get hit points deflection. Not very good for a companion, but power recovery, for example, which is very nice for DC. Power recovery, once again, these ones are the same. I don't think I have time this evening, but maybe another time. All gear got an eye level bump, so Masterwork 1 and 2 all got to ranked up to 520. Masterwork 3 went up to 540, and Masterwork 4 5 went up to 560. And that's before the +1, so +1 is 10 item level extra. Hi Kaylee. So I'm not sure if my Twitch counter is broken now. No, I have 4 viewers here, but in my counter I have 0. Okay, that's interesting. Refresh for Twitch. What do we need to refresh? Commander Root, thank you for the follow, man. We'll play refresh the browser. 1 second. Do we need to refresh this? Oh yeah. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. But 3 and 8, and I see here that I have 27 viewers, so some people are watching illegally. They have a direct connection with my internet, I think. Price of these rings will raise once MOD15 hit. The +1 rings, probably. Well, people are making them already so much. As you can see, I can make a couple lock furnaces, not that easy, not that difficult to make. But +1 is not very easy to make. I don't have artisans on here, just artificers. So the +1 rings will be more rare because they're difficult to make. So these will be more expensive at some point. Hi Samvel. Are you able to craft Masterwork necklace belts and DC weapons? On the spot? I don't think so, but you are, in general, you are able to craft those weapons, of course. Or you just want to see the stats. Yeah, right now I don't think so. I don't have that many resources on preview, to be honest. I got a lot of requests like that recently. Well, if you can get me the resources, trying to craft them is not that difficult. So I could, if you have the resources. You know the recipes, they are on in the old master crafting sheet, but also on live. The recipes are the same. So yeah, I think I covered the most important changes. One other change, one thing that you should probably know, as you know, the rank 3 and rank 4 workshop update costs those South Sea credits. What are they called again? South Sea commissions. And you need specific items for that. And some of the items you can actually get from this retainer. So the buy new in here, you can buy honey. Where is it? There's so much in here. Here, honey, 40 each. And these give honey. These give 600 commissions each, which means that you need 833 of these, or 33,000 exchange credits in order to unlock your rank 3. And getting 33,000 credits is not that difficult. So let me show you. Exchange all materials. Let's exchange, well, most people will have, well, if you have 2 of these unified elements, you already have enough to unlock rank 3. That's basically it. It's very quick. And for rank 4 you need 10 times as much, so 333, which is also not that difficult to get. Yeah, let me think. Anything else here? Do you know how to get the 4 gem of Gaunt? I think if there's no more questions, I don't think much has changed here, except for one mess up. For some reason they changed this recipe to not use the 12 uncommon Tinker's Keep, is it, I think? But other than that, I think everything's the same. Leadership is 80,000 of the asset credits. So if you go here to the exchange alt assets, you get indeed 80,000 of these credits. And these credits you can also change to buy new assets. You can change them to materials. So if you exchange one hero or one other epic artisan, you can already buy your rank, well, almost buy your rank 3. For normal artisan you need a little bit more. How do I get good? That's a very broad question. Also, profession items are allowed in guild for guild marks now. Yes, indeed. That's indeed a big investigation. Where do you get supplements? Nick, what materials net the most guild marks, you think? The most guild marks are the very expensive items, like the Masterwork resources. You can also donate a lot of them, but not all of them. So those net over 400 guild marks each. But yeah, it's dependent on what you have. I have actually all of the, well, not all, I'm missing 68 of them, but I have all of the resource to guild mark exchange rates in the profession sheet that I will release once again this week. Where do you get supplements? You get supplements in alchemy. So already in low level, you can make a very simple supplement here. And in Masterwork 5, this is the best one, of course. You can make supplements that give you even skills and pretty high focus. And here's the one that gives the... No, this one gives the highest focus, 100. And this one gives 100 proficiency. Then you have some other variations, 100 proficiency and 10% dab hand. 70 proficiency and 30% recycle. 100 focus and 10% recycle. 70 focus, 30% miracle worker. And this one also gives a little bit of speed, which is pretty pointless because we're rushing everything. I'll have 4 million of those blue new tickets. Is that enough? So the material, for 4 million you can easily get rank 3 and rank 4. And you can use the rest of those tickets to turn them into gold via the copper sand. So this is what I already said at the start. The suit, which used to be 80 copper and very good to exchange your credits into copper or gold, has been nerfed, and now the best thing to buy if you want to exchange these credits into gold is this copper sand. These tickets is what he means. Material exchange credits. They have the same tickets as the summer event tickets, I think. Yes. Other than that, I think I'm mostly done on preview. Not that much has changed. I made full prosperity insignia loadout for the gold. That's probably a good one. Yeah, and the gold boon for Ravenloft probably, or Barovia, or you don't have that yet on console. No, you should. No, you have that, of course. That's where all the misery came from. Oh yeah, one more thing. So I showed you that the selling costs for resources went down, but also the purchasing costs. If you ever purchase resources here, they've also went down. But yeah, it's the gold thing is going to be interesting. I think I'll go to live. I don't know if there's many people from PC here, but if you guys want, we can run some dungeons together or queues. I think I need to do all of my random queues still. Are there people from PC here that are interested in playing? Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, I can play alone. Okay, very enthusiastic. I think I'm going to change. I'll be right back. I can still answer preview questions, of course. But I don't think I have much to do on preview. So it will get a little bit boring, I guess. Normal server. I was actually also working on a prosperity insignia loadout. Also for XP, it's good if there's a double XP event. But yeah, now it's also useful for gold. And it's also good to get some gear that gives gold also. You have the Vistani bracers, I think they give gear, they give gold. Why is this so loud? Yeah, I guess you're also using these to produce some extra gold. And I have here some prosperity stuff, but I don't have the epic ones, to be honest. Yeah, really? I haven't tried it, to be honest. But it's very good to also add in. Where is it? Thought there was a gold. This one? No? I thought there was a gold gain. Increased damage, movement, control resist. Eh? Wait, this is... Am I blind? I was so sure that there's a gold gain. Why is it in chilled? You can get 2 capstone from the new campaign from this one. Bug on preview. Oh, and the new campaign. I think that will get fixed. If you got all the boons without doing any campaign tasks. Oh. Interesting. I may start farming mobs that drop materials, maybe battery prisms or spiders. Yeah, battery prisms you need a lot. I was actually farming these lions for lion hides. Very important and expensive stuff. They hardly sell on the auction house. And for the Masterwork 5 weapons or offhand, you need so many of them. If you buy the signet, you can get 2 capstones. Oh, you mean there's a signet already for that? Only gold game I know of is Aurora's Cut Catalog. I really thought there was some kind of boon also that gave gold. Spider Silk should turn into credits and net a lot of XP and gold. Spider Silk. I think Spider Silk is one of those things that gives quite a bit of guild marks actually. Spider Silk. Spider Silk is 30 guild marks each, which is a pretty decent one. Running around without my... no. I'm so lazy. Yeah, no problem, Charles. Still trying to get everything in the sheet, but it's quite a bit of work. There's so much in there right now. I can actually show you guys. Might be more interesting than me killing lions. Skull Lord staff has gold gain on it too. Is that something? What was that again? Is that also an artifact? When you kill an enemy, your temp HP. It's not in there. Is it on higher ranks? Oh, this is actually very cheap. Is this on higher ranks then? As a equip bonus? Doesn't say anything about... definitely going to have to now. Yeah, prosperity will... I think gold will be very, very expensive at some point. So if you can stack up gold and you don't do master crafting or crafting itself, then... Oh, Epic starts at 160 gold gain. Oh, so it's not a percentage, it's just a value. I don't think it's 100%, 160%. That would be pretty crazy. Shall I just buy one? Let me just upgrade this. Do I have the stuff for that? Well, to Epic should be easy, right? Refine. Okay. Let me see. This is just defense. Epic. 180 gold gain even. What does that mean? Is gold gain a stat in here? Gold gain 0. So what does 180 give? Is that like 1% or is it also 200 gold gain for 1% or 400 for 1%? Do you know, son? But definitely interesting. Actually, you can probably find equipment with gold gain. Is it in there? It's not. That's too bad. I would have made it easier. But yeah, if you have equip power gold gain, why not for a prosperity loadout? Good tip. Yeah, let's get out this thing. I have been doing so much in here. So it's still a work in progress, but I've already done so much in here. So this is the new config screen. Not sure, you have to turn to a quest to find out, I think. You have to turn in a quest. Oh, okay, to find out how much it gives. Yeah, probably. Wait, I'm just going to refine it to Epic and wear it. Superior. I think I have a couple of them here. I think I needed one. Let's get two. And some of these. Refine. Character bounds. Let's use these. I have one. Okay. Oh, we got it. Good. So now we have 180. What does it give here? 450. I'm actually also going to do that. So we need one more. 100k gold enough for next month. It really depends on what you're going to do. Oh, wrong button. It really depends on what you're going to do. If you're going to be hardcore master crafting, 100k will last probably like a month. It really, I hear some people talking about crazy amounts of things they built in master crafting, and master crafting recipes being 5 gold each for the highest level. If you have an epic artisan, it can go up to 10 gold, sometimes even 15. That can be very nasty. No, I don't want to wear it yet. Let's wear it yet actually first. So now we have 180 gold gain. What does it mean? Do I have a percentage somewhere? Gold bonus. Oh yeah, this is of course because I... Can I... I have to remove some stuff first. Prosperity here as well. I think these are all different. Gold gain 32. That cannot be this one. Oh, now I see. I can do it like this. So it's 2.1% for 180. That's not too bad. So that means the 450 will be about 10%. Clausia Augusta, thank you for subscribing. Now I forgot that I didn't change the followers thing yet. Laura, you're welcome. I'm at 10k gold. We'll be committed to it for the next couple of months. Yeah, you have some time, Nick. On console you have some time. Thirst gives 600 gold gain. Oh, that... yeah. So I think you can get quite some percentage of your artifacts then. Because this is 2.1. Let's upgrade it. For kicks. Yeah, I have to... Whatever. Let's use this one first. That would be too lucky. Oh. Need to put this here. Always enjoyable upgrading stuff. Finally. So now it's 450. Without it I was at 30. And this is now 35.1. Okay. So it's like 90 gold gain per percentage. But yeah, if you have a couple of these, well, you said that the Vistani one is 600 gold gain, so that's another 7%. Well, that can really add up at some point. Let me put back my insignias. So I'm actually based now at 59% bonus, which is pretty nice. A utility slot, yeah. Your I think it's the radiant, right? That gives gold gain. Where I think I have a radiant here, or here. No. Why am I not wearing my normal gear? Yeah, here's the radiant. This is another 24% per slot. If you have your Makos ring. 6 times 24, that'll do. You're going to craft all your Mastercraft 3 gear now. Well, it's not gonna be +1 then. Yeah, the Makos ring, I think I still have it on in my bank. Should be here with a utility slot indeed. Let me put this back. Oh yeah, I can actually also refine this up to legendary, and it gives also 600. So I set the wrong. Was it again? No. I want to have the collections. I forgot. I forgot the shortcut. What's the shortcut for collections again? Oh, it's like this. Artifacts. So. Thirst does not give gold gain. I think someone said that, right? Thirst. Or Miss Vistani one. The Trokke card. No. Skullord. So this is, I think this is also not a sport Nanzaro. Can I find that in here? Equipment, artifacts. Do they have? Why can we not find search on gold gain? Anyway. Oh, you forgot. Yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of overview on that. Well, for now, just make sure to use the temp vendors. I guess you guys already know that the temp vendors will not sell the common resources anymore. So the white resources, the first top for all the temporary vendors will disappear. So if you want, using those common resources to make gold is a very, very good one. 20% Picaroon's tricorn. Can I find that? I cannot find that. Is it bound on character? Where do you get that, Anne? Anyway, I was going to go to my sheet. And as I said, this is the new configuration screen. I color coded the fields that you guys can edit. So you can select one of the artisans here for a certain profession, and it will fill in all the values, and these values will be used for your percentages in the recipes. I also have all the tools here, all coming from this overview. Here are all the tools that you can get. Some tools now have this skill, like the legendary, as I showed you, has 10% recycle. And the Masterwork 4 or 5 tools, they have 5% virtuoso. Only from dungeon. I'll crack my crypts. But is it bound then? Because it's not selling on the auction house. Ah, bound on pickup. Let me see if I can find that. The pirate hats. So we're talking about this one. 20% gold bonus. Multiplicative? Probably not. It's probably additive. But that's really cool. And this is, this binds on pickup account and binds on equip character. It's a headpiece. Yeah, that's also a nice find. It doesn't say where, but if you say crack my crypts, it, yeah, that might be nice to farm, especially with the chest rerolls. If you really want to get that. So the search mostly stayed the same. We have all the resources, Numberfest. So I added here how many credits you have to pay. Well, I have the description here. If we scroll all the way up, I have the credits is resource costs at the workshop retainer, and also how much copper you get. So this I use to get the copper per credit. And if you go to the highest value here, as I said, it's copper cent. Pretty, it's a pretty big margin. And you can also get other calculations, of course. And here are the copper guild mark values. Some things cannot be donated. Some things I don't understand why it cannot be donated. I don't understand this. But yeah. Every decent thing you pick up binds. Yeah, you also have the hunt cloak from Master of the Hunt, which gives XP bonus. It also binds, I think. It's also too bad. The Leprechaun comp has to be active, and Huntmaster cloak. Yeah, the Huntmaster cloak, does it also give gold? Huntmaster cloak. No, it's just XP bonus. Yeah. And the Leprechaun, that's probably for sale, right? Okay. Leprechaun. Active bonus, AoE damage resist. Is this a different one? Lepra. This must be the one, unless they have lepra. That's an illness, I think. Unless you're prepared to spend money to open locked boxes, forget ever being rich. I don't know about that, John. Check its abilities. Let me see. Deal damage to target's foe, damage spears, the command season adventure, there's extra power. Lex bag is full of holes, that increases your gold gain by 7.5%. Huh. Okay. That's an interesting find. How do you find something like this? Well, it's actually obvious that a Leprechaun gives gold. They are known for that. Also interesting that one is 20k and the next one is 250k. Something went wrong here with undercutting. Or overcutting, I don't know. Either that or you sell your soul to the game forever farming. Well, that's basically the game, John. It's a grind game. That's just what it is. So let's see. So here's the resources. There's a lot of new stats in here. Some things are temporary. But yeah. Still need some work for the +1 resources, which are probably going to be worth more. But I don't know yet. Then we have items. Not much has changed. Trying to add some more information here, which classes it belongs to. But this is a lot of work. Don't mean to be negative, but meh. Well, if you don't like grind, then I don't think this is really your game, man. You can always just go play Fortnite. I think Fortnite is also some kind of grind, right? Getting XP credits, probably. Well, I don't really watch Fortnite, to be honest. Shame on me. So yeah, the tools. Then we have all the artisans. These are in right now. They changed some with the latest patch. I also added some comments on myself for myself to see which ones are best for which task, but that's just an opinion, it's not factual. Unlocking recipes have changed a little bit because now you have armor smithing, and I think armor smithing uses these bottom tasks, so you don't have to do these top ones anymore. I think this is probably armor smith. No, mill, or this is mill smithing, so probably you only have to do plate smithing. Yeah, this is plate smithing. Armor smithing, mill smithing is not necessary anymore. So if you are, if you didn't do those tasks yet, wait until mod 15, so you only have to do one. I'm just over 2 weeks in, and to be totally honest, it's losing its luster. Yeah, let's have a 10-year-old yelling at me in Fortnite. You can always go into Protector's Enclave and sell G-mobs for 300, 400 each. Happens on Xbox. Yes, Charles, that's true, but I think they are going to lower in price. So I don't think in the end you're going to get 300, 400 gold for greater marks. Because right now you get a lot of gold for those marks. Because gold doesn't have any value. It's pointless. I think at some point gold will get a lot more valuable. And maybe you get 50 gold for a greater mark. This game is 100% pay to win or hard grind to win. I don't agree that it's pay to win. I don't agree, man. Well, at the moment it's a little bit difficult to get into the Zen. It takes more than a month to get your Zen on the exchange. But I still don't think it's pay to win. Did it today and we'll keep doing it until mod drops. Yeah. If you can, and you can get a lot of gold that way, be my guest, man. You need a lot of gold. How much gold do you think we need? Well, this was asked before, but it totally depends on how much crafting you do. Are you a heavy master crafter? Then a lot. Yeah, thousands indeed. Holo, is it too hard to start Masterwork in next mod? It's actually easy. It's easier. So I actually did some calculations on the Masterwork 2 legendary item that you have to make. It's 1300 proficiency, I think. Yeah, 1300. And you can get a maximum of 1120 proficiency with Forge Hammer, the best Artisan, and the best supplement. Which means that instead of a 35% chance of making your legendary, it's actually going to be more like 86%, which is a little bit better, like 50% better. If you are already past Masterwork 2 and you're in Masterwork 3 and trying to get 4 and 5, maybe it's better to do it now. Because otherwise you're going to spend a lot of gold, and it's not going to be easier to make those high level items. So those have a more difficult percentage. So yeah, you spend gold and the percentage is going lower. By the way, Rolo, my name is is written everywhere. It's with an A, man. With an A. Reiner. It does not block anything behind the pure paywall, but you can spend cash to not grind. That's pay to win. No, it's just pay to progress quicker. It's not pay to win. You can get everything in this game without paying. No problem, Rolo. All MMOs now have some form of pay to win. You just have to wait for Ashes of Creation if you don't want any pay to win. Pay-to-win games usually give out items you can't get if you don't pay for them. Exactly. Neverwinter doesn't do that. Exactly what Matthew said. But you can get your stuff much quicker. If you pay, you can get up to high item levels and into the endgame dungeons within a month, probably. If you, yeah, you can beat it in there even quicker. But it doesn't take years, man. It doesn't take years. Well, it depends how much you play, of course. Anywho, what do we have here? So, armor smithing only uses the plate smithing tasks. As I said, commissioned items haven't changed that much. The recipes have changed a little bit. But you can really notice people who bought their enchantments and didn't play through the campaigns. Yeah, that's true. There's a skill difference, Charles. Some people just play less good. I don't know if it's necessarily people who have not played the game. I think there are also pretty hardcore players who buy their stuff and then can play very decently. I actually know one person who I have played with him quite a bit, and he was just farming Tomb of the Nine Gods all day, and he just played for a couple of weeks. So it's not necessarily that if you pay to play, pay to progress quickly, that you can't play. But there's definitely a learning curve that you've missed. If have cash, I pay. If don't, I don't. It's not a hard grind. I agree, Vander. It's just a long grind for some people. Most people don't bother to ask those people how long they've been in the game, and 9 out of 10 times will just assume that they play to. Yeah, that's just assumptions. That's just assumptions. So here we have a new overview of the South Sea commissions. So this is the vendor that you have to get credits in order to upgrade your workshop. For rank 3 workshop you need 500,000 credits, and for rank 4 you need 5 million. And most things on here you cannot buy on the credit exchange, but luckily you can buy something like this honey, which I already mentioned. So this is the best thing in here. And then of course we have all of the recipes still in here, as they used to, but now with success and high quality. So which profession you recommend to choose as the main and next mod? That's a good one. The thing is, you get 2 artisans of adventuring and 2 artisans of the profession that you pick. For all the other professions you need to get additional artisans. So I think you need to pick the profession for which you have a decent artisan in the common category. So if we go here and we go to common, now we see which professions have common artisans that we like. Well, here we have a jeweler, which is nice because of the commission. You can make very cheap armor kits here. And then you have armorer, which is also nice for armor kits, also minus 75% commission. So these two, if you, and that's personal of course, these two would be a nice thing to get those 2 common artisans from, because you get a chance of getting one of these 2. But of course, if you want to do jewel crafting on all of your backtoons, pick jewel crafting for every one of them, because you will get those artisans, and you will have a good chance of getting one that is very useful for gathering RP. But I think this is how I will do it. It really depends on, other than getting those 2 common artisans, there's not really a big difference. Whichever you pick, it doesn't matter that much. So, do we have any PC players out there that want to do a random queue? Do shards still get same amount of guild marks when donated? I did not check the shards, but I guess so. I don't know why they would change that. Is it easy to get more artisans without using Zen? You can get artisans with the exchange credits. There are 200,000 asset exchange credits to get 1 artisan. That's one way, and you can also get artisans by unlocking your profession slots. So if you have 9 profession slots unlocked, you get 8 additional artisans without using Zen for each character. So that's why I unlocked 8 slots on all of my characters, except the last one. Maybe that's a good thing to cover. Also, can I show that somehow? If you use alchemy, you can actually unlock. I unlocked it on. Oh no, I haven't unlocked it on 1. So we have here, I have 3 slots unlocked. That's for leveling, I guess. You have a completed task with at least 100% speed bonus, and complete a task and earn the rank 3 result. Those 2 can actually very easily be achieved in alchemy. When you level, I think the first one, the 100% speed bonus, you need 2 Grandmaster Alchemists, and for this rank 3 result you need 4 epic alchemy tools, and one of them has to be a crucible. So that's pretty easy to get. This stuff is very cheap at the moment. For the 100% speed, you can get that in the, is it in the research or the experimentation? This is 1 asset. Yeah, so when you're doing this research, so that is at level 1, and you just put 1 legendary epic artisan in here and another epic artisan, you unlock a profession slot at level 1 alchemy. So very, very quick. So if you don't have if you have not done that yet, do it, because this will give you an additional artisan for free. The rank 3 results. Trying to decide if I want to do this on all 50 of my characters. Do you think it's worth it? I did. I just finished it. And I did it on 53 characters. So it's worth it. It's so easy. It's totally worth it. Especially if you already have a lot of slots open. The last 3 slots, so 7, 8 and 9, give 1 epic artisan. Guaranteed epic. So it's really worth it. And I had 6 slots open on all toons. And so the 2 that I opened, the 100% speed and rank 3, which I did on my bag toons, will give me 2 epics on all of those bag toons, which is fantastic. I think it's really worth it. But actually, yeah, I'm not even gonna look at that. We can do that later on. You can do that by yourself to see which one you want. But getting a guaranteed epic is just amazing. Even if you didn't unlock 6 slots yet, getting artisans, even if it's rare ones, free artisans is fantastic. They're a lot more difficult to get. And these artisans will actually be max level. The artisans that walk into the workshop and that apply at the workshop will be a random level.
That's also something to remember, because leveling up an artisan can cost some gold as well. So this 100% speed bonus you can do at rank 1 with this alchemical research, and the rank 3 result you get randomly at alchemy level 3. You get randomly common alchemy tasks. Yeah, you have to, there's a chance, of course, they are rare, so that you don't always have that, but if it's there, use your 4 epic assets there, and then you have a chance of 60% to get that additional slot at level 3 of alchemy. Very, very easy. How often do artisans apply? I don't know, but I think there's a maximum of 5 that can be applying at the same time. I don't know if they leave also, but I don't know what the interval is. I don't think it's a fixed interval. They just randomly apply. I don't have any data on that. But it's not super rare. And the quality of artisans that you get from the Zen pack and the applications, so the random applications, is based on the rank of your workshop. So if you have a higher rank, you will get better quality artisans. That's something to keep in mind. I have to update this again. Well, just 1 on Twitch. I don't understand those counters. It's 1 on 36 now and I have 28 viewers. Okay, whatever. How does someone upgrade their workshop? You basically just do the quests in your workshop. You get quests there. Rank 1 is the starting rank. Rank 2 you get by getting a couple of resources. Is very cheap. Rank 3 you need to get 500,000 credits. Actually I already said how to get them. Is the best way is to get honey at your retainer at the exchange. And rank 4 you need 5 million credits. The Gant exquisite epic shirt and pants still appear within these no, they don't. These have been removed. How long stream and how many I lost? I've been going for 1 hour and 9 minutes now. But you can watch it back. I will have the full stream on YouTube. So no problem. Let's see if I can get some lion hide. I think if no one, I'm just going to pug. Let's do an easy one so I can still keep an eye on chat. There we go. That's a shame, those are best installed for DCs. Well, there are some new shirts and pants that you can make, actually. I think, I'm not sure if also in... No, there are some different ones that you can still make. And those will be level 500 now, I guess. On PS4 we're still getting black opal sapphires. Should I open them now or wait for next mod? With the recent nerf on overlevels, I would definitely say open them now. Or at least open them on a double RP event. The random AD, the rough AD that you get from the overlevels will be about the same, but at least now with the current overlevels you can still sell your stuff. I don't like Prophecy that much. At least with the rerolls, I don't have to run it as much anymore. So overlevels before they were nerfed, it was better to wait, but somehow they decided to nerf that. I actually thought it was fair change with the removal of refinement points. Why don't I get? Shouldn't I get like credits? I don't understand. Well, I've never been an archer, man. Archer indeed is it's actually pretty weak because you don't get the buffs. Not that it matters in here because we're not really working as a team. But combat does so much more damage. Actually, I was hoping that Trapper would get a nice buff, and yeah, you mean the over levels? So yeah, what I want to say, the Trapper got a weird change where it got 3 stacks on Aspect of the Serpent instead of 2, but with a lower percentage. So it had more potential, but getting those stacks was a little bit difficult, and now they changed that. So yeah, you can get melee and range stacks at the same time, but they reduced the stacks again to 2. I don't understand that. If you give us both stacks at the same time, at least give us the 3 stacks. Or give us our percentage back.
It's so weird. I was so happy to go back to Trapper, but yeah, that's just going to be a nerf. We get a 0.5% per rank less now, so 2.5 instead of 3. It's a shame. I was very excited when I saw that change. Going to be happy hearing this. I'm not sure I understand you, or maybe you didn't understand me. I was being sarcastic. That makes sense again. How has it been? Any updates to the trade bar merchants? I didn't check. Well, the only thing that I know that was added is a exchange for trade bars into rough AD. I'm not 100% sure how much it is. Oh, finally I get something. Come on. I need my encounters. This is always such a messy skirmish. I don't understand. It takes so long. use. I have 15. Wait a minute. Hey, gold. Okay, let's see how quick we can burst this thing. That's pretty nice. I don't think I have a ring. I mean a key. Not gonna use a legendary here. Why your character looks like a colorful mess? You have a lot of AD. Why don't you transmute your army into anything nice? Yes. Well, I was actually very interested in fashion and making my character look nice, and then they messed up all the fashion stuff, making a stupid this, whatever it is. Transmuting. I really don't like the concept. I don't like it. Nice, you still get chunks flying off him. Yeah, man. I don't like CC for hours. I didn't mean nice to the comment up above. I mean that battle look seeing mine under this. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Yeah, I don't know. Making my character look nice. I mean, I could. But I'm not really looking that much into which gear I like that much. I know a lot of people like that. They're into that. But I need some kind of overview. I'm not like, if I see one thing and I'm like, yeah, this is really cool. So that's what I'm going to pick. I need to see everything in one go, like some kind of closet, and then pick the one that I like. How you liking combat so far? Yeah, the damage is like great. It's just like I prefer Trapper, but it didn't get the buff that I think the devs wanted to give Trapper. I just don't want to get confused. Yeah, I know, man. Don't worry. I think I'm going to farm some of these. Very necessary in show mod Masterwork next. Mod 15. I did that at the start, but let me run this one and then I'll go back to preview. It's okay. I don't have much to do here anyway. Do you know any way to re-get any of the Mastercraft fashion sets if you deleted them? I don't know, but I was very careful not to delete them. I don't think you can get them again. This is something that you should be able to get at the rewards dude, the reclaim. But I don't think it's in here. No, I don't think so. I think if you discarded it, it's gone, I think. What is this? This is Neverwinter. Look at me. Don't know if you're familiar with Neverwinter or just don't know me. That's possible. I have one of these nice guys. What's wrong with my damage? I've been looking at your videos for a while now. Okay, so you know me. I've started streaming, man. Thought it might be cool to get a little bit closer to the viewers. Run away, it's addicting. What are you talking about, man? Yeah, glad you increased your internet. Indeed. I'm so happy with that. 100-fold quicker upload speed. Do a 12-hour stream. I don't think my wife will agree with that, man. Neverwinter is addicting. It's a grind, but it's a fun one. Yep, I agree. Well, sometimes you can get a little bit bored if you've been doing this for years. But if you're into grinds, and I'm typically into it, otherwise I wouldn't be making those sheets. But if you're into grinds, then Neverwinter isn't that bad. Split strike is better than rapid strike. I am using split strike, I think. This is clear the ground / split strike, right? No? Rapid. But I do have electric shot, clear the grounds. I have 10% on that one. Yeah, so that's why I'm using this one most of the time. So I'm mostly using clear the ground actually for AoE. You did a 12-hour stream once. Yeah, that must be exhausting indeed. Split strike is the strongest at will for combat. I'm just going to slot it. Split strike. Alright. 6,000 to 7,000 and clear the ground. Ah, that's a lot stronger indeed. That's a big difference. Jesus. But that's not an AoE, right? Striking enemies in front of you. Is it AoE? Because it does say enemies. It looks nasty. Yes, it's AoE. Okay. Well, that helps. Are you done? Oh, one is still alive. Yeah, I guess it feels a little bit stronger. And that even with the skill I have on there. It can hit more than one enemy.
instead of rapid strike. Oh yeah, I can put it here indeed. And powers, because I do like clear the ground as well for AoE around me. Hey Jun, are you everything about? You're on everything about Neverwinter. Are you PC or con? Oh, okay. So let's get the last one. I know it's not double professions, but it's taking a while until that happens again. Not 29th of November. I'm going to put a reminder on that one. Siege of Neverwinter again. Guild mark cost discounted. That's interesting. But it's the wrong way around. Set a reminder. One dude in my guild called Jonah. He's in, so how is the new Masterwork weapons? What is your question on them, Laura? Let me swap to preview because there's some more questions on Masterwork and I'm just wasting time here, I think. Preview. Well, at least streaming to Twitch and YouTube works now, although most of my viewers are still on YouTube. If you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, go there. Okay. So, someone wanted to know something about the weapons, right? Let me scroll up. Masterwork next. I think you mean, oh, I think I have one. This one you mean, the Masterwork necklace. I think this is a very nice one for on, let's say the companion instead of this. I mean, I now use this personal. This is probably not the best that you can get right now anyway, but 433, and you go to a bit more. Question about mastercrafting. If I want to get, let's say, jewelcraft to level 2 mastercrafting, do all professions need to be level 1? No, that's not true. That's not necessary. So you can actually get one profession all the way up to mastercraft 5 without having done anything on the other ones. It's just that sometimes you need to craft something in a different mastercrafting profession, but you can also buy that stuff. It's just more expensive. So if you level them up together, it's cheaper because you can craft your own items instead of buying it. Stats on the plus and exalted. Let me see if I can find. I think I have a character with some plus stuff on it. Is it 13? I get lost here. So you can run ahead with a certain profession in mastercrafting levels. Is it 9? Stats on the plus and exalted. Yeah, plus and exalted. I don't have that yet. But here you can see I have a +1 necklace. Oh, I actually gave away the +1 ring. But the +1 necklace has even a little bit more power and recovery. Oh yeah, the new pants and shirt. Here's, for example, the weapons. You can see that weapon damage goes up a bit by about, what is it, 2%. And also power. Power, actually the stats go up a little bit more than 2%. But yeah, it's just 10% extra of 10 extra item level. And here these kits have now been fixed. So power kit +1 is 220 power. And the jewelry kits are 110 stats. Yeah, this one is going to be very nice for... actually, there's also a power and crit necklace, which is awesome for companions. I think I don't need any wisdom anymore. Here are the crates, by the way. These crates are going to be farmed probably quite a bit on alternative characters. So, the stats on Exalted. I don't have the stats on Exalted +1, man. I don't have those. I cannot Exalt anyway on preview because I don't have the ampoules. Is there a big difference between Exalted and the +1 Masterwork set? Exalted what, Savannah? Because you can also exalt the +1 Masterwork set. So base, let me go over that once again. Base your weapons, like this one for, what is it, Great Weapon Fighter, is, it says here 515, but if you get it up to Legendary, it's 560. Then if you have a +1, it's item level 570, and the Exalted +1 is item level 580, and that one gives about 3500 weapon damage for a Great Weapon Fighter. I think 3500 or even more. I think about 3500. There are a lot of images going around on Discord and on the internet. There's many pictures out there. Reddit, Discord. The new pants and shirts, let me see if I can find them. I think they're level 70. Let me see. Here you have Adamantine Chainmail and Shows. So they are level 500. This one is hit points, recovery and defense. These pants are power, crit and defense, and they actually have equip powers also. So this one has crit strike, each % health you're missing. Yeah, and this one is 100 movement for each enemy you're engaged with. But that's not the only ones you can make. I think that's the only ones here in armor smithing. Do we have? Here we don't. I don't think there's armor here. Probably in leather smithing there's also something. So we have the Drake skin pants, which are power, crit and defense. Pretty nice. And 100 movement for each enemy. And then we have the Drake skin shirt, which is HP, recovery and defense, and some crit strike. And tailoring, I think that's probably for the control wizard also something here. You have Shimmerweave pants. Or for the warlock also. Power, crit, defense is the same as the hunter, ranger and trickster rogue, I guess. And the shirt is hit points, recovery, defense. Yeah, these are the same as the leatherworking, just for different class. So those are the new ones that replace the gemmed exquisite elemental shirts that we had before. I don't know if, I don't think there's any shirts or pants in Masterwork. Yeah, the set bonuses, Charles, they're getting rid of most of the set bonuses, even on the normal gear. So I don't think I had a set bonus on my gear for since SKT. Storm King's Thunder, SKT, yes. Okay, this is an old loadout, but Yeah, most things don't have a set bonus anymore. I still use my Greater Icewind Dale clothing. What set bonus does that give? Isn't that really weak? I don't know. So old stuff is getting nerfed. Not really. I mean, you still get everything that you had. Crapload of lifesteal or deflect. You mean on these?
Oh, you mean or deflect? On these? No, these don't have lifesteal or deflect. New recipes for level 1 Masterwork changed much? Yes, they have. I actually have all of them, so if you want to see. These are the new MOD15 unlocking recipes for Masterwork 1. So you just need to make some +1 items. I think this is also +1 actually. I need to update that. So these are the new Masterwork 1 unlocking recipes. Make a screenshot if you can't wait for the sheet, but those are the ones. They changed completely because you cannot make the blue gear anymore. It's gone. And also the old resources are also not there anymore that you had to get. Greater Everfrost pants and shirt. I think those are still there. This one. Those still here. Oh, those give also a 2 of set. If your lifestyle, double lifestyle severity for 10 seconds. Wow. Yeah, it's a set bonus. Is it worth it? Well, I guess you use it for PvP, right? That's what you said, right? Yeah, for PvP, I guess so, yes. Lifestyle, double lifestyle severity. Ah, yeah. I don't PvP, so that's why I look at it as from a PvE standpoint, and from that standpoint, it's not really that useful for me. But for PvP, I guess yes. Deflection and lifesteal are very important there. Is it worth to unlock Masterwork 1? You mean, is it better to do it now or when Masterwork, when MOD15 goes live? I think because you need to make a lot of stuff here and it's all +1. Well, it's not difficult to make +1 here, but it costs quite a bit of gold. And I think the Masterwork 1 on live is really cheap to make actually. Is that true? Hey, you have to craft all this stuff. I think on live it's cheaper. Because I spammed these with buying morale. And if you don't use morale, it's going to take a while for you to unlock this. Because you have to wait every day to get your 400 morale back. I think on live it's cheaper to unlock Masterwork 1. But after Masterwork 1, stop. Because Masterwork 2, a lot easier on MOD15. Actually, we got also a question on the trade bars, and now I'm a little bit interested. Did anything change here? So this is all still the same. Weren't they 7 before? Or is it just me? I don't know. Scrolls are still here, which is good. Here you have the 1000 rough astral diamonds, which are 20 trade bars each. Not as good as the orb that we had before, but it is trade. These things are way too expensive anyway. Companions which are too expensive, far too expensive. Well, 20 trade bars is 1k, so this is 40k. I guess you need to look at it from that standpoint. 40k. Well, no, because yeah, this is. So if 20 trade bars is 1k, then this should be 380. Jesus. 400. Yeah, this is bad. I don't understand. These scrolls of master life. How much are they on life? I think at least 1k, right? So this should be 8 actually. Yeah, exactly. These are, I think, at least 1k. Probably might even be more. So I don't understand this one. I don't think many people will use this one. It's just dumb. Let's see, artifacts. Yeah, way too expensive. Equipment. This is the part that hurts a bit looking at this. Where this used to be, I think this one was 8. That was a nerf. Change my mind. Then we have fashion. Also very expensive. And dice. Not that expensive, and I think you can resell some of these pretty well. So let's see. Did something change on the other trades? So we also had an exchange here for AD somewhere. Oh, here it is. I think, wasn't this 2 before? I think this was 2. I think they buffed this one a little bit again. I think this was 300-222 and now it's 300-111. So at first it was only 50 Von Blood, which was obviously way too cheap. So right now I have about 30k here, I guess. It's not too bad to, I guess farming SKT is a thing for AD. I don't think many people will like that. So what else do we have? Ravenloft. Did anything change here? Omens. Yeah, quite a lot of these available. Chelt. 50-50. Yeah, I think all campaigns have AD exchange. So this was this 50-50 here? I thought it was like 20-20. How much chance in percentage for Mark II items +1? Well, Mark II, they are 1300 focus. So if we add in here it depends on your artisan also. So let me see, do I have an artisan with a lot of focus? This one has 390 focus, so let's pick this one. This is a fairly decent one. You said Mastercrafting 2, so I think Mastercrafting 3 recipes, right? It's 25, and then you can add one of these supplements. What do I have? If I add 60 here, it's going to 41. But let me see if I can make some of these. Wait, I don't have a very big chance here. Proficiency, give me proficiency. 40. 67. Oh boy. 11 tries, honey. I want to level this for a second. Yeah, this is fine. 1 second. I'm going to level this Artisan for a second, and then I'm going to show you the percentage, because I'm going to make a supplement as well, which is very crucial for Masterwork. I think if you want to make a +1, you need that supplement. So let's go here. Don't shift. Let's create a couple of these, I guess. Which level are we? 65. So imagine on the first, oh that's the wrong one. On the first preview build, I did this for like 150 artisans, I think. Oh, I need fish oil. Can you buy the +1 for Masterwork level +1, or is it bound? You can buy all the resources. So it's possible to buy them, but not at the exchange. So the exchange does not sell +1 stuff. So you have to buy it from other players. Fish oil it was, right? Nice. Let's level up this Artisan. As you can see, I have a little bit of gold here. Okay, we are level 70. Let's make this supplement, which gives, no, this not this one. I keep making this. They have to change this icon, because I messed this up before. I used all my Cholton water on that one. QC Frankie boy, thanks for the follow. So this supplement, you make 3 at a time, but this one gives 100 focus, which is very, very good. Let's make it with some proficiency boost. Oh, I need morale. Of course, this will not be available on live, sadly. Oh yeah, by the way, talking about morale, I was talking about the changes at the start. And this has also changed. So morale, the 50 used to be 5,000 AD. 150 used to be 15,000 AD, and throw a party 300 morale used to be 30,000 AD. So these have been a little bit raised, still well within the margin of okay, but this has also changed. Can you tell me if careful attack is fixed? I think there was a change in careful attack. I think they did something to it, but I'm not 100% sure if they did the fix that you expect. Do you know what's happening to black ice shaping in MOD15? Is it still possible to refine the black ice gear? Well, I do know that raw black ice disappears. Let me see. Icewind Dale. So you still have the armor here that you can buy. Oh, you can still buy the armor here, actually. But the enchantments that you used to be able to craft, those have been moved to a store at the top of the stairs in Kaer Konig. But I don't think you can enhance your gear anymore. I don't think that's possible. So, back to this one. I was busy making these supplements. Just one? Oh, I need honey. Honey. It's here. Right. Let's make a couple. Maybe I get a +1 actually. 3%. Who knows? So this is Masterwork 3. So focus is very low. Proficiency is not that bad. With oh, I actually made a +1. Bilbo Swaggins, thanks for the subscribe, man. Like if it works, if it procs off a companion's attack, and if the cooldown is global between your entire party. That's a little bit. I really don't know, man. If I say something, I am not sure, and I don't want to tell anything that I'm not sure about. I'm not gonna do that. So the Masterwork 2 stuff. What's the percentage? So let's see. For example, this. I have 385 focus. Yeah, that's a decent one. We use the 4-cham, of course, and if we use this +1 medicinal tea, which gives 120 focus even, we go to 53% chance to get a +1. If you have the normal one, it's 48. So let's say about 50%. You do need this because this makes a big difference. If you have a little bit lower one, you go to 40. Without 24, this is not okay. Don't do this. If you want the +1, use a supplement. Very important. And 120 extra is the best you can get. There are actually some supplements that give 100 focus plus something else. Where is it? This is proficiency, focus and recycle. Yeah, could be nice, but I don't know how expensive it is to make this. Thanks, Marv. Thanks for your support. It's still not very clear how to make these essences. So we have these recipes. They all give the same item. It's all the same, but they use different resources. And these things, I have no idea where to get them. These actually already give skills. Maker's Bounty, dab hand 20%, dab hand 30%. So this bounty thing is really nice. Calm also gives dab hands, but less. So where do we get this? If we look for bounty, yeah, but this is the Master Crafting 5 one, and this uses one of these essences. So it's really unclear where to make this. No idea. I wish this was a little bit more clear. A potent alchemical concoction believed to temporarily improve an artisan's abilities. Please also show the mark 5+1 chance. Oh yeah, sure. So Masterwork 5. We have. Do we have a decent 385? Yes. +1. 31% with the best medicinal tea, 4-cham of Gaunt, and the fairly decent Artisan with 385 focus. It's 31. With let me see, can I calculate the chance for a 400 focus? It would be I'm thinking for a second what the calculation was. That's wrong. Minus 970. So if you have a 400 focus Artisan, the chance would be 35%. So that's the maximum chance that you can have on a Masterwork 5+1. 35%. Absolute maximum. Unless we get some legendary artisans or mythic artisans. That would be fun. I can see them do that. That would be nasty. And people spending 100 million AD on artisans until they get nerfed. Anyway, pick up the cordials. Let me actually see if something changed back here.
Looking to sell?
Horn glue 550. That's mostly the same. For the exchange credits, I really advise you to just use these raw materials. It's so much easier to get. Not a huge fan of the used jump in Masterwork 3 weapons. Should have been smaller so we wouldn't feel so rushed to ditch our old items. Well, are you feeling rushed? I am not actually feeling that rushed because yes, it's a big jump, but what do you need it for? I mean, we can do everything with our primal weapons. It's not like they are adding a difficult campaign or something. And mod 16 is going to introduce new weapons again. At least that's what the devs have announced. So I can see them adding item level 600 weapons in mod 16, and then what? You spent millions on Masterwork 3 weapons, and then it's not useful anymore. It might be useful for the K-Team challenge, because you have this new challenge here. If you go to well, I don't think this is the K-Team challenge, but you can get hardcore mode and reduce item level to minimum. I think the K-Team challenge is actually in the campaign. But for these special options, you might need the stronger weapons. Yeah, Marv, I actually think it's really strange that they don't buff the sunset weapons. I mean, they're still 520, and they were so hard to get. I actually didn't even do it. Well, I have the raw ones. I didn't upgrade them, but these are level 520 now. So if you want best in slot, those can be thrown away. How can I get best workers for master crafting? There are a couple of ways. Profession slots on live, unlock them to get workers. You can use Zen, I don't know how much, and yeah, just wait until they come to you. Upgrade your workshop for a higher chance to get higher rank master worker artisans, I mean, but it's just going to take time. What do you think about legendary tools and future master crafting levels? Legendary tools are, well, they're dead. You can use legendary tools in gathering, but it's a little bit over the top. Future master crafting levels, well, they will come, definitely. But I don't think legendary tools have a function anymore. If you have legendary tools and you didn't sell them before mod 15, my advice would be to just hold on to them. Just hold on to them. Because the fun thing is, if you swap your legendary. Do I have legendary tools on this tune? I had them on some tunes. I have one here. Look here. I traded this. I traded a legendary item for this legendary pickaxe, which is nice for gathering. It's the best tool for gathering, I would say. But it's bound to character. So I can never sell this anymore. So you're stuck with it on one character. It's not even bound to account. That's just nasty. Let me see. Do I have my other ones? Here, the old tools are still unbound. So if you keep them as trophies, maybe at one point they are so rare that you can get some money out of it. People who want legacy tools that nobody can ever get anymore, maybe they will be worth something in the future sometime, but it's going to take time. With Zen, what's name have this workers? I will buy it. I think you mean the pack. The pack. Oh, that's Kali. The pack is called the Professions Artisan Recruitment, and it gives you a chance to get a random artisan from a certain profession. So it doesn't give you a specific one. That would be OP. But it gives you a random one from a profession. I don't know how expensive it's going to be, but I could see a lot of people using that to spend some of their Zen. Especially with the Black Friday coming up. I don't like the 100k AD change. Makes me have less things to do on the weekend. Before you could grind alts to make a lot of money. Now you just press A and feel sad. Press A. Oh, you're on Xbox. Yeah. The rough AD refinement thing is not the only thing you can do to make AD. You can also grind items and sell those for AD. Yeah, so personally I haven't felt it that much, but I don't use the rough AD to AD that much, to be honest. I typically just use the rough AD that I get from all the overlevels from my back tunes, and that adds up over time. And when there's a new double refinement event, I open all of my overlevels again, and I'm good to go on rough AD. And for the rest, I just enjoy the game and do whatever I want to do, like farm the lions that I was doing at some point in this video. The lion first, for example, they sell for quite a bit. This is on preview. I don't have them here, I think. But you can get some other things that are worth a lot of money. The even better thing that you can probably do for AD on MOD15, a lot of ears are going up now, is the Explorer charts. The demand for Masterwork resources is going to skyrocket, especially Omu and Chult. Those are going to go through the roof. So if you can get some guild marks and buy those Explorer charts and farm those, you can get a lot of AD. And it doesn't have to go through the 100k rough AD gate. The workers are exactly the same workers that you get randomly. So Seba, there are about 26 workers, 26 unique workers per profession, and you just get one of that list. You don't get a specific one. Lion was around 7k, I think. Well, on PC they have gone up quite a bit because you need the lion hides. And once again, this is just an example. You need lion hides for mark the Masterwork 5 weapons. You need lion fur for that. You're welcome, Samville. Have a nice evening. So you're not able to craft your own artisan. You're just going to get one of the lists, right? This list. So I have an artisan list here. You pick a profession and then you get one of these. And the same ones you also get from the profession slots. You get them from randomly applying in your workshop. You get one of this list, basically. And the list that I made can change in the future. It has changed a couple of times. Quite annoying. But there is a fixed list, and Zen, using Zen does not change the list. It just gives you additional attempts on getting a decent artisan. It's just an attempt. So you pay Zen for a chance on the artisan that you want. Do note that the artisans are unique. So if you take the artisan and then you buy another one, you will not get the same one again. So you raise your chance of getting the one that you want. I hope that makes sense. I actually made a complete video on that method. I think it's MOD15 workshop artisans. That's the name of the video, I think. There I explain how to use the fact that there's a limited amount of artisans. Weathered. I think the old tools stack. Sadly, the new ones don't. Let me see, did they change anything upstairs? Okay. I guess they don't like me up here. There's nothing to do here. Nope. Okay. So yeah, I think a lot of players on their back tunes will create these crates of astral diamonds, because this is just fire and forget. It takes 3 hours to get 2 of these crates. So you just start this task with an adventure with low commission. Speed doesn't really matter, just low commission, maybe passion project skill, and then let it run. You do need a crossbow for this. Don't use the worn one. Use, let me see, what if you use the assets? Hope not gonna be buggy mod like Barovia. I hope so too. Let's say it like that. I hope so too. I've actually tested this mod quite a bit, and I've been in contact with the devs to try to fix all the shit from this mod. Hopefully we get something nice. Let me see. I have a couple of... You know what? I'm just going to do this. I didn't have... Oh no, I don't have a crossbow here. Let's see what the difference is. Let's exchange one of these. With the removal of salvage and salvage iron in the new mod, what will happen if you have a salvage vendor in your guild hall? Do you get a seal vendor in its place? Yes. The salvage vendor is replaced indeed by a, what was it? Yeah, by a seal vendor it was. Yeah. And if you have VIP, your salvage spawn that you made is also replaced. What will happen to the rank 7 VIP? What was rank 7 VIP again? Was that a salvage boost, I think, right? 10% extra? I don't think we get anything for that. Well, the problem is I don't have VIP on preview, so I cannot check, to be honest. This is one of the reasons that I really would like them to add VIP on preview, so we could check something like that. So that's a very good question. I was buying a legendary crossbow because why not? And let me see if this happens all the time. It's bound to character without even using it. Nice. Yes, so now I need an adventurer. But I think I'm full. Yep. Let's dismiss a couple of these. Do I still have? I have 9. Okay, that should be enough. So this is how these specs work. I want an adventurer and I get one with minus commission. That's nice. Another one plus 50 commission. So for adventuring, I'm just going to look at commission, to be honest, especially on my back tunes. I want the items to be cheap. It doesn't have to be quick, just cheap. 0 commission. Big War, thanks for the follow. I'm really interested to see how the new professions is going to work with the Siege of Neverwinter, any event that gives specialist profession. Quiet for me, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that's interesting indeed, because there are a couple of professions that, or a couple of events, also the ones of Gaunt, that give some recipes to make the items from the event. Siege of Neverwinter, you can get the boxes, the salvage, is it, I think. I don't know how they're going to integrate that. It's not a new profession like it was before. Maybe we get additional recipes, not sure. Okay, I have too many artisans, but I think, let me check, for adventurer best commission is minus 25. There was a minus 75 before this patch, and now minus 25 is the best. So if you get minus 25, that's the one to go with. Valak, thanks for the follow. And there was another one. Grey Hester, also thanks for the follow. Dalamach, thanks. Quake Kid, thanks. Ginger Dragon. Oh, I missed a lot of them. Wow, all in 1 minute. Big War, Integrity Games, Code Reader. I know your name. I've seen you in Kali Gold stream, man. Integrity Games, I know, of course, also. I think that's Lancer on Discord. Not sure. Nico Shinobi, thanks for the follow. Alright, we're going to have a little bit of spam now. Kali, thanks for the follow, man. Nice to see you here as well. I think Kali's stream ended, seeing how many subscribers I get all of a sudden. So let's see. We have a worn crossbow. Of course, this is not going to be good in proficiency. 53%. If we use the oak crossbow, which is the best one we can buy. I think I mentioned all of them again already. Fat Slap, thanks for the follow. Pieman, thanks for the follow. Doc Thomas, thanks for the follow. Did you host me or something? Something happened here. I'm not on my Twitch, but let me check. Did I get a host or something? I'm pretty sure I got a host. This is crazy. How do I see that? How do I see that? Did I miss all of my comments on Twitch? 97 watchers on Twitch. Holy crap, 100. Yes, this is definitely a host. But where do I see that? Crazy. Thanks, Kali. Do I see that here? Hosting. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks, Kali, for the host. Yeah. Thanks. Damn. So I got a little bit lost there. I was watching the crates of Astrodimes. Which tool do we need to get a decent chance of getting these? I don't think you need the +1. It doesn't do anything here. I don't think there is a +1 of this. So the starting crossbow 53% oak, which is the best one you can buy for your credits, 90%. And the legendary, of course, is 100%, with a high focus also. And a recycle, which doesn't do anything. He didn't host, he raided. Why don't I see Twitch chat in my Streamlabs? What's up, Lancer, lol? I also ran a tongue with you once. You're the great Guardian fighter. John, I'm a Hunter Ranger or DC. I'm not a Guardian fighter. Here. Quiet Form is hosting you. Thanks, Quiet Form, for the host. Damn. Holy crap. What will happen to my leadership pro? I'm new at the game and level it to level 15. Joshua, stop leveling leadership. Don't do it. It's not worth it anymore. Level something else. Leadership will disappear with mod 15. And your gathering profession will be set to the highest level of profession that you have right now. So if you level anything to level 25, you will get level 70 gathering for free. So leadership does not become gathering. Leadership is removed. And gathering is set to the highest level of profession that you have on live right now. I wouldn't say that leadership becomes gathering because that creates confusion. It's completely different. Leadership is creating stuff. Gathering is just, gathering resources. You don't create anything. Except for this crate of Astrodimes. So now I have to follow 2 chats. Ignore my host. I just want to make help quiet for me. I don't care. You hosted me. Thanks, man. Thanks. How do I pronounce that? Madara? Is that with stripes? Are you from the Netherlands? I was born in the Netherlands and I live in Germany right now. I'm half German, half Dutch. Gardening Kekona. Not sure what that means, man. I have leadership, mill smithing, and weaponsmithing maxed out of 5 characters. Can I do anything useful with it?
Well, the fact that you have mail smithing maxed means that you get armor smithing max, which is the combination of mail smithing and plate smithing. So you get plate smithing basically for free. He sounds Dutch as fuck. No way he isn't. Ah, thank you, man. I thought my accent wasn't that bad. Let me see. Back to this chat. Leadership becomes gathering. You deserve all these follows. Your YouTube that should have many. Thanks, Charles. Really appreciate it. How can I see if from Artisan box drop worker with 400 focus or 400 proficiency? Well, you cannot see it beforehand. So you get an Artisan and then you can say I want this one or I don't want it, but you will use your box. So it's always a chance. Let me show you once again. Don't remove this one. Plus 50. So what happens if you use a Zen pack? You open it, then you pick a profession that you want, and you just get something. And which level you get is based on your workshop rank. So if you have a high level workshop, you have a higher chance of getting a rare or epic Artisan. But which one you get, you cannot pick. You just get a random one. So this is actually good proficiency and focus wise, but due to the commission, I wouldn't even use this one, even though it's epic. And it has dab hands. That's actually. But plus 75 commission and minus 50 speed. No. Well, I'm going to accept it, of course, but it's not that great. Can you get a 1 AD crate, and if so, what's the value on it? You can. So that's the one that I was here. This is 1 AD crates. You get 2 in gathering. I don't think there's a +1 actually of these. I think I gathered quite a few of them on a different game. Wicked Duck. I know you, man. Thanks for the follow. Thermal Turnip. Thanks for the follow. Undidden Puck, thanks for the follow. Kevin Boleware, thanks for the follow, man. It's going crazy right now. So I have a different character where I did some gathering. I think on 13. But I don't think there's a +1 on the crates. No, it's not 13. 9? Let me see. Yeah, I have a lot of crates here, and they're all regular crates. And I'm pretty sure I had a decent chance of getting a +1, but I didn't. So I don't think... I can try, of course. I have the legendary crossbow now anyway. But I think... I'm pretty sure... You know what? I'm going to do this differently. Gathering, of course, takes a while, but let's put this one away. We're going to create a crate of gold, or a couple. That's in alchemy. So let's get an alchemist. It doesn't have high focus, but I think it's okay. So here we have alchemy. Here we have the crate of transmuted gold. I need gold ingots and Aureus index. 1 second. Where is it? Oh boy, I missed some Twitch chat. 1 second. It's not that bad, but you can always hear it. True. Sounds fine for me. I'm German too. Special skill dab. Hold up. Big fan, Wicked Duck. I'm too, man. So bad that he's banned, man. The myth, the legend, the permaban. Indeed. Do you know how to get Ligma? What's Ligma? I'm not going to fall for that one. Damn, now I forgot what I need. 1 second. Raw gold ingot and Aureus index. Wait, I can just get it here. Buy new. Where are the raw gold in the ingots? Argent index. Where is it? I have all professions at max level. I find it extremely boring. Should I even bother with MOD15 professions at all? There are some nice additions in there. So you can get +1 armor kits very easily. There are some nice new neck pieces, rings, weapons. If you can make it, you can make some money with it, man. Let's buy a couple of these. And the raw gold ingots. I think I need gold ore for that. Let's buy it here. Can you now exping profession with crystal bag or anything? You can't. No, you cannot. So you cannot level professions with crystal bags anymore. Actually, crystal bags give quite a bit of exchange credits also. So you can basically use those credits to power level your profession. Is it true that chill trophies will have an increased on the drop rate? Yes. So I think they mentioned that the drop rate will be 100%. Some players have tested it. It's not 100, but it's definitely more than before. Let me see, where's the gold stuff? Gold sand. I think I need that for the raw gold ingots. Yeah, there we are. Damn. Jewel crafting. I'll try to make AD of it, but if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. Making AD of the armor kits, it's going to be challenging, I think, because you can make them for about 32,000. So it's going to be very cheap to make them. Even the +1s, they're very easy to make. So I am fairly sure armor kits, even the +1s, are going to be about 35 to 40,000 AD. So if you still need them, don't buy them now. Let's make some of these. Okay, let's get some more morale. Yeah, I heard that the dog was out buying gyros and his brother did the exploit. When he got back, he found that he was banned. You have to tell that story to the DAS, man. That's really sad story. What? Suck on these. I also know that one, man. It's what you can buy at the SawCon convention. Yeah. What's the price of the bronze wood weapons gonna be? Well, not right now. They are 2 million a piece. So the main hand and the offhand are 2 million each. Very expensive. If there's no more minus 75% commission, artisans, they won't be that cheap. Well, they did remove a couple, but there still are a couple also. So now, 100% focus, 100%. So if I get a crate, so I should always get a +1 crate if they exist, but they don't. So for me, this is proof that also the AD crate does not have. Well, I got 12. Ah, interesting. 12. Let me see, 1 second. 6. Okay, so for the crates, I learned something. We're learning together. The crates actually double in amount if you get a high quality result. So if I use an oak crossbow on these crates, I have a 90% chance of getting 2 and a 3% chance of getting 4. Not gonna happen much. If I use the legendary one, I get 4. So this is obviously not going to make legendary tools good. Don't get me wrong. But I guess you could use it here. If anywhere, use them here. Or maybe on the black opals if you want a pickaxe. But this is quite interesting. So if you get the focus, the high quality rewards, you get 4 of these. You think it's gonna drop in price, or should I buy now? I think after mod 15 drops, many people will be in Masterwork. The entrance is going to be so much easier. I think a lot of people are stuck in Masterwork 2, where you have a 35% chance to get a legendary item that you need to deliver. With mod 15, that chance is going to be somewhere around 90%. I find that new profession stuff too much work. It is Big War. It is a lot of work. Where was I here? Okay, I'll try. Yeah. When I get this workers from pack, all have max level 70, or must I X them all? Say by your workers, so your artisans will have from the Zen pack will have the same level as your profession. So if your profession is level 70, your workers will also be level 70. Only the ones that walk into the store here. So if I get a random application here, this one have a random. This one has a random level. All the others will have the level of your profession. And what about the Chilton treasure caches? Yeah. Soulstalker's cache of trinkets. Soulstalker's cache of trinkets. I don't know which one that is, but the Chilton treasure cache is the one with RP in it, right? Why would you need to save them up? Well, that's your question. I have no idea. I would actually open them now, because all of the rings that you get out of those, now you can still salvage them, and after mod 15 you cannot. Yeah, exactly, Big War. Welcome back, Jessica. So that was an interesting one on the crates. So for everyone who didn't catch that, I'll say it one more time. You get 6 crates if your proficiency check succeeds, and you get another 6 if your focus check also succeeds. So the high quality rewards of the crates is just doubling the amount. But yeah, I don't know. Grave Striker from Chilton, Treasures Cache. Yeah, but I would just open the caches now, man. Because you will get a lot of +1 and +2 rings, and right now you can salvage them, and after mod 15 you cannot. I did all my alts with salvage old gear and open treasure chests, and got about 2 million AD unrefined from that. Wow, that's quite a lot of chests that you open there, Big War. I have to check. All messages are visible.
I have to find a way to merge my Twitch chat and my Streamlabs chat. Yeah, Joshua, maybe you can ask your guildies why, your guildmaster, why that he gave that advice, because it doesn't make sense. Not really remember the plus 50% AD from invoking, it adds up. Get it done before Tuesday is all I say. Yeah, indeed. Salvage all your stuff on your alternative characters with the AD boost. Salvage everything that you can. And everything that you don't really need. Everything that you can farm again, just salvage it. If you have gear that you get all the time and you salvage it when you get it, salvage it now and you will get it again. Maybe he's trying to troll us. Maybe. I don't know your guildmate, your guild master. So. Oh, I guess it's true here as well. Legendary. Don't use supplements here. One hour 42 minutes. They take a while, but on backtunes it's not really a big deal. Watching now, total views. So I'm a little bit new on the Twitch stuff. Reports? No, I don't want to report me. How do I see everything? No rooms. Oh, boop. Wrong button. What happens? Colorful Martian, thanks for the follow, man. 21 followers, okay. Nice. Do I have more to cover here? I think no. I'm living too in Germany, so high five, man. I'm going back to the live server. Unless people want to see more on the new recipes. Okay, 1 second. Here. No, not preview. All right. Women actually. Oh, woman actually. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh yeah, I was farming that stuff before we went to live. Well, it's not very clear from your name, so forgive my mistake. So these Explorer charts that I'm running right now, I think running these will be very, very profitable after MOD15 hits. So I'm doing it right now because I'm going to need these resources, as well as many, many other people. Basically, everything from this chart is necessary for the Masterwork 5 or Masterwork 3 weapons, I should say. Well, I'm running Omu right now, Nico. Can you buff the TR? I can. I have Long Strider. But I don't think that's what you mean. So Nico, Omu is worth running. Let me check for a second. Wrong one. Omu, Soshin Star, Cauldron, and actually Caverns is also good for the gold ore, but mostly the last two. Soshin Star for the bronze wood logs, which are very, very necessary. A lot of bronze wood is used, so that's always good. And Omu because everything is good in there. So what we get in the Omu charts, I can see that the thing. Chilton spring water is necessary for making the very good focus supplements. Samarajan jute is for the jute macrame, which is necessary for a lot of stuff in Masterwork 5. Brilliant pinion. I'm not sure what to make with these, but these are also necessary. Can I see that here? Wait. I have some overviews for the feathered ornaments. Oh yeah, you need the pinions for the feathered ornaments and obsidian for the soul-fired obsidian. Also very necessary. So everything. And I think they're all expensive. At least these are PC prices, of course. But brilliant pinion. Come on. Well, these are only 2.5k, but I think that's the cheapest one. Chilton spring water. This one is cheap at the moment. Huh, strange. And then we have obsidian. Well, these are 6k each, so that's already nice. And then the last one was the Samarajan jute. Yeah, this is also expensive. This is 20k each, about 20k, a little bit less. So nothing super cheap like in the other charts. There's always something that's very bad to get. I think bronze wood logs are also back up to 10k each. Let me see, bronze wood. Logs. 9k. They went down in price a little bit. But if you can make lumber, 80k. Not bad. Okay, no appliance here. Oh wait, I was gathering the resources. Totally forgot. But yeah, is the Trickster Rogue nerf still so bad? I noticed that they got a couple of fixes, so to say. Is it still that bad? I think you can still one-phase bosses, right? That's the power of the Trickster Rogue. Can you +1 any weapon in the game? Anything that you can make in the crafting recipes, you can create a +1. Every class can one-phase bosses. Well, I guess you're right. It depends mostly on buffs. I never did it, by the way. Anyone will do with me map. I have almost 90 explorer cases, only maps. Well, if you want to join in. Royal Relic and another one, okay. I like getting the Glorious Resurgence boxes. At some point they will be expensive again. Which Masterwork is needed to craft Bronzewood rings? Bronzewood rings are Masterwork 3, so you need the Masterwork 4 or 5 recipes. I think they're Masterwork 5 recipes. So all the way at the end of jewel crafting. Jewel crafting level 20, then you have a way to go. It's going to take a while. It's going to be... Actually, if you have jewel crafting level 25, do Masterwork 1 before MOD15. And as I said many times before, do Masterwork 2 after MOD15 hits. A lot easier, a lot cheaper. Especially jewel crafting. Great weapon fighters will keep up with TRs now. I guess it's time they can look as a good DPS. Great weapon fighters are fine, man. I notice you're making a joke. Is Neverwinter free to play? Yep, it is. I don't think there's nothing in the game that you cannot get for free. All it takes is time. Agnieszka, what about worn infantry weapons and other professions assets that we could buy for gold? Will they be useless? Oh, those, the old assets. Those you can trade for probably, I think it was 1 credit each in the exchange in the workshop. So you cannot use them anymore, you can just trade them in for credits. A couple of credits. But don't buy them to make credits, they're very expensive, credit-wise. The game is free, but it might cost some sanity at times. Yes, especially if you have a lot of bad luck, which, due to the many RNG factors in this game, happens quite a bit indeed. Ah, Ninja P3D. I also played RuneScape, also the free version, for many years, but that's actually quite a while ago. A friend of mine still plays it actually. If you like the Dungeons and Dragons the Dungeons and Dragons lore, the concept, you will like this game. I played RuneScape before, it was even, yeah, me too, man, but not for many years. Downloading it now. I'm actually also following RuneScape on Twitch, but there's not that much going on there. It has changed quite a bit from when I played it. Oh wait, I forgot to open one of these. Going to try it. Well, all the way up to level 70. I know in RuneScape, leveling all your skills and your power up to 99 it is there, or 120 I think now for attack and all that stuff. That's the big part of the game in RuneScape. Here, leveling your character up to level 70 is just the intro quest. You could see it like that. After that, the game really begins. So it's a little bit different than RuneScape in that aspect. It's not about the level, but enjoy your leveling. That's actually a very nice part of the game. Like World of Warcraft. I never played World of Warcraft, to be honest, but I guess it's a little bit like that. It's just that World of Warcraft has a lot more extensive and more complicated dungeons. The dungeons in Neverwinter are a little bit quicker. They are for people who are a little bit more casual, I think. Big fan, Frank, of me or of RuneScape? Welcome back, Marv. I don't see 2-time refinement stone event in the calendar. Do you know if they will be having them? They should. Well, they're removing all of the ways of being able to stack up stuff in order to not be able to use them during double refinement stone events anymore. If they're going to remove the event, then why go through all that effort of removing all of the stacking options? It doesn't make sense. So I don't think that event is going to be removed. It has also never been mentioned. So I don't think we need to be afraid that double refinement stone events are being removed. It's just that you will have to be playing a lot more in order to make use of it. Enjoy the storyline, is great. Welcome to Neverwinter. Yeah, welcome, man. Frank, of me. Thanks, man. It's really strange for me that people say that. But yeah, I need to find someone who knows how to... does actually anyone of the watchers know how to integrate my Twitch stream in Streamlabs? Does anyone know? It makes Quartermaster and chances more valuable now for the double refinements. That's true. Only bags that will give 2 times refinements will be Quartermaster. There are a couple more, but I guess Quartermaster are the most extensive ones, so you can gather them pretty quickly. I think you can also still get Timora's bags, which are not that great, and you can get some Stewart's incentive bags and your log boxes and things like that. There are still some other options of stacking, but there will be a lot less. So here you have these Stewart's incentive packages which give 1 black pearl, so it's not like it's the end of the world if you don't stack them. But of course these are the biggest ones. If you have friends to play with, it's a great game just to chill and have fun. That's true. That's basically what I'm doing here. I'm just chilling and having fun. Well, chilling and grinding. But it's better if you can talk to people. If you're in a guild, it's really nice. Relaxed. Are people actually doing this? Looks like it. Come on. Yeah, Ultimate Enchanting Stones also. There's a lot of Twitch streamers up there. Kali, Frank. Frank also. Wait. Gray. I think I saw Gray once. Quiet. They might help you. Is that the Frank Gap PI TV? Ouch. Oh, did you, ouch. Do you know how to integrate Streamlabs with Twitch chat? Zokni, get Masterwork 1 before MOD15 and all the others get it after. So Masterwork 1 recipes you can do now. From Masterwork 2 and up, do it after MOD15 goes live. It's weird that they're not showing 2 times refinement stone. Well, they had a lot of them actually recently. I think actually too many. It was like a 2 times refinement stone event every 2 weeks. It was a little bit much. Okay, that's a way of leaving. Right. That was a little bit rude. Drifting indeed. This is what I don't like about these lines. They CC chain you. Too pro. Did I? Oh, the last one. Let's just do this one also. The event is currently on Xbox at the moment. Yeah, the double RP event. I don't know. Is there one in the calendar? Upcoming. Yeah, that is a little bit strange. This goes up for a month and a half. Well, there were a lot of double refinement point or double refinement stones event in the last couple of weeks. Maybe they're compensating for that. Once again, I cannot see them removing the event. If so, then why go through all that trouble of changing the overlevel rewards and removing the leadership bags and changing the heroic encounter rewards and all that stuff. They made so many changes in order for people not to stack up for an event, and for them to remove the event in the same patch is just, that would be just odd. Then again, this is Neverwinter. They sometimes do odd things. After Christmas, yeah, could be. They want to make it harder to level up your enchantments. I don't know if that's something that the devs are really aiming for. With Cryptic, everything's possible, indeed. I hope these changes won't bring more bugs. I hope so too. I did check a lot of stuff on preview, testing, and I did hint to them a couple of crashes of the game actually, but those were removed, luckily. The Winterfest. Yeah, well, they are going to change the Winterfest apparently. I don't know if you guys already saw that. Wait, that's the wrong button. Winter Festival. So fishing has been updated. Simral Lightcraft near the fishing area now handles Simral Lightcrafting. So this is how they are going to do the professions actually during the events. Yeah, and the fishing rod also has snapped indeed. You get that little Yeti mount. Yeti, I don't think it's in here. But this is how they're going to do the new, well, what they did before with adding a temporary profession. You now just have an NPC doing those profession tasks for you. There's no longer a special event profession. But yeah, the fishing stuff, I'm a little bit salty about that. Wait, it's in here, of course. Snapped. I actually got the fishing pole on 8 of my characters last winter event, and it took quite a bit of effort to get everything going. And now they're taking it away next Winterfest. I hope it's going to be nice. Most of the event changes have been quite nice. So I hope they make Winterfest something good, because that was actually the best event in the game. If they mess that one up, that's not gonna be fun. Also, the come from there has gold on it. Which companion was that? Did something happen to the stuff from the Winter Festival? I have the Demon Sled. This hasn't changed. Winter Sled. New one. I saw them Protectors Enclave Discord yesterday. Okay. Okay, so they're going to add a new one again. Yeah, indeed, Big War. Winter Festival rules. It's the event. So you get a little Yeti mount during the Winter Festival. Okay, so they're stepping away from the sleds then. It's called Star of Simril. Wait, I read something about the Star of Simril in here. Highlight event in calendar, no. Oh, Twilight Yeti. Star of Fortune. You can redeem your Star of Fortune for special items like the Twilight Yeti. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Oh, pretty cool. And the Star of Simril. Well then, you want to have some fun? Okay, before I was rudely interrupted, I was somewhere here. So the Star of Simril, what's this? 3 offense slots, 3 rings. Good start. $400 regen, 100 crit, 2 gold bonus. Huh. So we get some more gold bonus here. This is an augment. Okay. Well, as one of the active pets, it might be okay. Is this 2% at green? Yes, I guess it's 2% at green. But this will be a nice addition to the gold loadout that we were talking about before. Wow, 4 crit, 4 recovery, and 4 regen. Insane. I'm still trying to spend the companions I got last year on Winter Festival. I also got a lot, but I think I gave a lot away on a giveaway. Let's see, where do we go now? I can do some weeklies, I guess. Oh yeah, I can use my broom actually. Why not? Do I want to use it on this character? going to wait with that. Maybe I'm going to use it on a different character. I mean, I have 2000 power, 2000 armor pen here, so I'm not going to use the equip power. This one. That's not nice. That's very loud. The real shockwave. Thanks for the follow. I'm not gonna say man or woman anymore. I made that mistake. Let's see. Let's open these here. Next up. Still 67 viewers on Twitch. Crazy. Protecting the portal. Just doing the quick ones. Okay. Oh, that was close range. Okay, that's 2. Sharadar.
Your help with our community is a precarious.
Interrupted. level up. Huh. This time I don't miss your stream. Yeah, this time is a little bit longer than last time actually. So, I waited for you. Welcome to the stream. Look at the melt in Sharandar. Crazy. Wrong one. World's first Sharandar weekly solo completed. Definitely. If you think that was impressive, watch my Dread Ring completion solo. No problem, Crowley. The sunset weapon, they 5% healing, including lifesteal. I don't know. I don't know. I don't use the sunset weapons. I think Cryptic must add legendary mount of mount bone like 50%. No, legendary mount should have at least like 200%. You can have already so many basic artifacts. You can have artifacts which give 600 gold bonus. Oh, there. While Crowley thinks he knows the answer. Lifesteal indeed depends on damage. The sunset weapon 5% healing. Well, it's about the specific aspect of the 5% healing, I guess. I actually... Let me see what it exactly says. Yeah, damage and healing are increased by 5%. Yeah. This is something you need to ask someone who actually uses these and has tested these. Nobody even unlocked Dread Ring yet. Yeah. That's who are these people then? I saw that incoming healing counts towards the lifesteal. Yeah, I think so. It does sound logical. Well of Dragons I'm not gonna do. Do I want to do Biggin's Tomb? Sure. Everything that says healing doesn't influence lifesteal. That's why warlocks don't benefit from boon. Okay. Wow, it's very crowded here. What the hell? It's like Icewind Dale just came out.
With your help, can we...
Biggin's Tomb. Where are they going? Oh, he's following him. Anyway, I think after this weekly, did I get lost here? I did. Oh, here it is, of course. Just opened 92 Vault of Piety boxes, was definitely worth it. I would say about 3 coalescent wards. And about 30 preservation wards. 4. That's above average. Congrats, man. Fourth in the last box. That must feel good to end up on a high. Yeah, I definitely like the split strike. Nope. Two last night and 12. Almost shit my pants. Be careful with that, man. That's nasty. But congrats, that's really good. Yeah, RNGs can be very good sometimes. That's all your good RNG loot for the year. Oh, wrong button. Check Mastercraft material prices on PC. Hope it will be similar on PS4. Crazy price for some stuff. Indeed, some stuff is really up quite a bit. I will check that in a second. Zokni, thanks for the follow. Wait, what if I do it like this? This is better. Sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't. I'm looking for a weapon that increased self-sustainability. When the drowned weapons first came out, they were great for that. That's why I'm hoping for with weapons like the Tyrannos Sunset weapons. Well, any weapons that do a lot of damage are actually good for sustainability if you have a little bit of lifesteal. Samach and Jude 27k per piece. That's insane. Yeah. Even the... Is it? Yeah, this is Jude, right? Yeah, they're very expensive indeed. almost 20k. 20k. Yeah, 20,000 apiece. Only the great Lady Timoras. She's the lady of luck. 5k on PS4. Well, buy them before they go up in price. I don't know how long it's going to take on PS4, of course. And prices on PC are never a guarantee that on PS4 it will do the same. I don't want this quest. Oh, I got all our stuff. Okay, that's the dailies. Okay, 3.5 hours. I think I'm going to leave it at this. Well, thank you all for coming. I appreciate all the views. And I'll be announcing when I come back to streaming again. I will announce it on my YouTube channel. Charles, no problem. Everyone have a nice evening or day wherever you are, and see you in the next one. Gute Nacht.